What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Black Appeal the Apple Guy, and today is going to be a different kind of a video, as it's not going to be my usual vloggings, my unboxings, or talking about a camera. Today I'm actually going to be talking about my YouTube setup. Now, I'm not sure if I made a video of this or not. I probably did, but probably scrapped it. I thought I probably might have saved it and was going to do it for a later upload, but if I did, it'll be in my YouTube. It'll be somewhere in my videos. If not, well, then this is my first one. So basically what I'm doing is, this is something I've been kind of planning on doing for the last 4 or 5 months, is I was looking for a way to kind of improve my desk situation. So right now I'm sitting at my desk, so I'm going to show you what I'm working with and how I do all of my YouTube videos on this, at least in terms of the current situation, what I have now. And then I'm going to show you how I actually improved it, and I will actually have a later video on that once I'm done, because there's a few other things that I'm also doing in that kind of video that I'll be posting next. So this is my current video setup. This is basically my desk with a drawer. That's actually a new PC. I actually built that back in July. Basically I had just a iMac here. It's a 21-inch iMac, and then from there I pretty much just did all my YouTube videos from that. And then I realized that my iMac wasn't really capable of doing any of the video edits that I needed it to do, so I got rid of it, built my first PC. I actually had this desk for quite a while. I think I had the desk longer than I had the iMac. I had this desk for probably about 2 years, almost three. My iMac I had, when I had it, I think I had that for about a year and a half. So I needed a new solution to kind of situate all of this. So basically I'm going to go over what I got now. So this is a desk that I bought from Office Max, at least my local Office Max, Office Depot. That is my Corsair keyboard. That is a Corsair mouse. And funny thing is, every fan that I have going in here, except for my CPU fan, is Corsair, as you can see. And I'll talk a little about that in a minute. These are just some simple Bose speakers that I bought from Best Buy. I have these plugged into my PC. This is my iPhone slash Apple Watch charger, and then I have all that plugged into this, which is just my simple USB port that I have again plugged into my PC. And I'll have a link in the description for most of this. Not all of this, because I don't believe you can get most of this anymore, but the more important stuff that I have, I'll have a link in the description for that. So there's that. Then I also have an Echo Show that I use, and then I have this right here. This is my Elgato Master Mount. Now, this is basically what I use for all of my top-down videos when I'm doing unboxings and when I'm doing any type of tutorials. I have this, and then I also bought what is known as a flex arm, a larger one, so it extends further out, so when you're looking down, nothing really much gets in the way, and if it does, I can simply just remove my keyboard and mouse, and then it's right there. So that's what I got there. This is my PC. So for those of you that don't know, I actually built my first PC again in July. This is an AMD build, and this is running a AMD Ryzen 5 3600. It's a 6-core 12-thread CPU, and I'm running, normally with a build like this, especially when it just comes to building to doing YouTube videos and things of that nature, you don't really need like a ton of RAM. Normally you can get by with 16 gigs of RAM for doing any type of video editing, but I decided 32 gigs of RAM was enough for me. Even though my motherboard that I'm running it off of supports 64, I decided to do 32 because RAM is cheap, at least at the time before pre-pandemic. Before the pre-pandemic started raising up the price on practically everything computer based, so I bought that, and that's what I have in there. And it's a Corsair Vengeance is what I got in there. And again, I have a link in the description for my profile on all the stuff that I got in here, minus some other things because I have changed out some stuff. So I'm running AMD, or I'm sorry, this is MSI 2070 RTX GPU. That's a Coolmaster CPU cooler fan that I'm actually going to be getting rid of here in a minute. I'll tell you why. Pretty much everything else is pretty much the standard. These are all Corsair fans. In here I got that there, and there's one on the top there. I actually got two more there. And this is a Fantex case that I will not be using anymore. And then this is my simple gaming headsets because I do game on my PC now. I no longer have an Xbox, and I'm trying to get an Xbox so I can also game on that, but it's going to be, a while before that happens. Then it's just my simple this iPad Air, my Surface Go right there, and then I have another speaker right there that's tucked away in the corner. That's my HomePod, simple lamp, and then that's my dresser. And this is pretty much how I do all of my video edits and whatnot. As you can see, it works well, but it just doesn't seem right to me. It's a little kind of clustered. I really was looking for something that's a little bit more even so I don't have to use the desktop stand that I got that on. Enter in this. This is my new desk. I actually bought this off of Amazon. This is by, I think it's QB. It's Cubi. Again, I'll have a link in the description for that. This is a 63-inch desk, and it is 25.5 inches deep. And as you can see, I already have some PC stuff here. I'll talk a little bit about this now. So as I was saying before that I was getting rid of my PC, what I'm actually doing is everything that I got in that PC over there, I'm actually putting into this. So everything I'll be running is all Corsair. So the CPU cooler that I had in there, which is a CoolMaster, is being replaced by this. This is a Corsair. This is a 280mm RGB liquid cool CPU fan. This will actually fit in there, and what I plan on doing is I have more space in here to add more fans, and the reason why you want to have more fans is so that you can keep your CPU and your GPU cooler so that you can run a lot longer without it having to kind of heat up. So this is a mid tower, just like my Fantex is over there. Now the only difference between the two is that this one is actually taller and a tad bit longer than that one, but they're still considered mid-tier or mid-towers. They're just not full towers. And so all the stuff that I have in that PC, I'm actually going to be putting into this one. And I was thinking about doing a video and filming that, but I decided against it because it does take a lot of time for me to kind of swap between the two, and it's not really my second build. I'm just swapping up cases, and so I don't really want to be stuck there doing that and filming at the same time. So once I have this kind of done set up, I will show another video on that. And once I have my desk in place, I will also have my video on that. So kind of like this is like a before, and then I will have a after I'm done. So I know that sounds kind of crazy, but yeah, so this is like kind of like this is my before, this will be after, once I got it set over here, if you follow me. And then when it comes to like where I keep my camera gear, because a lot of people want to know what I use for filming videos, well, I have all that right here. Now, this is some newer stuff that I had. Now, I used to have two Panasonics and my GoPro. I had since got rid of my Panasonic G7. Now I still have my G85. This is a new camera that I bought. This is my A6400. I did a slight review on that. I'll have a link in the description on that if you want to take a look at that, as well as also some cool announcements that I made on that with that review. And this is my lenses that I bought. This is a new lens that I just bought for the A6400. This is the f3.5 to 5.6 16 to 50 millimeter lens, and I'll do a review on that once I get a chance to. This is the 16 millimeter f2.8 lens that I got for the A6400 as well. So I didn't buy the body and kit. I actually bought the body separately, bought the lenses separately because I didn't want the kit lens at the time. And then these two back here are my other lenses for my Panasonics. That's just a 35 millimeter lens that I also got. And then up here I have my battery cords, or my battery chargers. These are known as LumeCube panels. These are the minis. So if you're not familiar with these, I actually did an unboxing. I talked a little bit about it. So I'll have a link in the description for that as well. These are actually really cool paneling lights. They work really well, and that's why I bought two of them. And then I also have my LumeCube right there. The reason why I love this one as well is because it has a magnetic back, and I can literally attach this to any metal surface and use it as an external light, not just for camera and for video, but for other uses as well. Then I have my GoPro Media Mod there, and then that's my two cages. This is for my A6400. That's for my Sony ZV-1, which is what I'm recording on now. And then again, that's my GoPro Hero 9. And that's pretty much what I got going on for camera updates. So that's pretty much what I got going on right now. I just wanted to make a short video just to kind of talk about what's been going on and what I've been doing since my last video dropped back about a week and a half ago. So stay tuned for my next video when I'll be showing the finished product once I got everything kind of all set up. This is just kind of, like I said before, it's a prequel to kind of what the final product will be once I've got it done. And again, you want to pay attention to, or you want to actually take a look at my A6400 review, because I do talk about a giveaway in that video. I'm not going to talk about it on this video. I'll probably make another announcement on it that again later on. But if you want to know what that giveaway is, I will have the link down in the video description so that you can watch that video. As I also talk about the A6400, it's an amazing camera. And if you want to know the camera that I'm using now, this is the Sony ZV-1. I have this with the tripod / wireless remote control. I actually bought this as a kit camera. And if you want to take a look at that, I have a link in the description for that as well. It's a dope camera. Highly recommend this if you're looking to buy your first vlogging camera. I highly recommend the Sony ZV-1 as it's an easy camera to use, simple to do, and that's pretty much it. So if you're new here, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, that way you don't miss content when I drop it. And again, I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.